This story is entitled Sleep Experiment, written by Bloke, or known as Uloyiko on Reddit. Trigger warning: this story involves mental illness and suicide. Listening discretion is advised. I didn't have a lot at home, just the usual apartment in Soviet Russia. I figured I would do something with my life and go into the army. Due to my asthma, they denied me the front lines, but they gave me a sheet saying I could join a testing program. I was unsure about it at first, but I eventually signed the sheet. The first day, they gave me a dark room with a loud bed and a little cramped space, but it's not that bad. It's free rent, and I can keep a lot of my free time. On my first night, they gave me this pill to make me more sleepy. And when I wanted to go to sleep, the ceiling opened up and splashed me with some very cold water. It became very frustrating and challenging for days of this torture. 3 months in, each time the water splashes onto me, it feels like my skin is getting tighter and tighter, like my eyelids don't feel like they're even there, and I'm very wet and cold. A doctor checks my heart rate, blood pressure, and overall health on a regular basis and sees how I am feeling. Every time I eat, I throw up more than I even ate. 4 months in, sometimes I get so frustrated, I destroy everything around me. Not wanting to eat, not wanting to sleep. My eyelids have been bugging me. So I took a dull razor, and I slowly and roughly cut my eyelids off, trying to keep the blood away from my eyes. I covered them with electrical tape, making them more painful. 6 months in, I'm starting to hallucinate, seeing a little boy with his face burned off and his eyeballs hanging from his skull, whispering to me, over and over again. But I couldn't sleep. I could never sleep. I screamed to block the small child's voice from my head. I even cut piece by piece of my ears off, just to block the little boy out. But he won't stop. I keep hearing him. Now, all I'm thinking is, what is my family going to think when they see me? 9 months in, the doctor comes into the dark room to take care of my wounds and writes me a note telling me they are canceling the experiment in a few days. I was excited and couldn't wait to get the hell out of here. Those days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. I have not seen the doctor since he told me they were canceling the experiment, and I'm stuck in the darkness with a little boy telling me to sleep. I already assumed that they had forgotten about me. They're never going to look for me or find me. I'm cold and wet. I feel so sick. and my entire body hurts with blood and vomit all over me. I'm alone. I decided today was my last day here. I took the plastic fork that had been covered in my vomit and I shoved it into my eye. I felt my eyeballs split and gushing, and I felt blood flow down my face, down on my body, and spill on the floor. I ignored the pain and pushed it further and further until I collapsed onto the floor, sitting in a pool of my own blood. And for the first time, I was warm. It felt like laying in a warm bath. I have never felt better. The tears came in relief that this pain was finally over.